Brad Belmont Shoemaker.
Oh, man.
What is up?
Long line of vampire hunters.
That's right. Where do you fall in the lineage?
Crafting footwear and slaying the undead.
That's right.
Those are the hallmarks of my family.
Which Belmont has the Super Bowl ring?
That would be Trevor.
Here we are looking at, on the 3DS, if you haven't guessed already by looking at your screen, let me make sure this 3D is actually turned off. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate.
It's a ridiculous title.
That's a lot of titles.
Let's just, subtitles are kind of, especially because Lords of Shadow was the first one of the reboot. You know?
Of the reboot.
I don't know that they've quite earned that yet. But
so this takes place after Lords of Shadow, that was on the major console release, which, like you said, was a reboot of the Castlevania franchise. And I'm about 4 or 5 hours into this.
Okay.
But here are things that I like in a game. I like a bestiary.
Okay.
I like to get
monsters.
I like to get funky.
Oh man, the Skavens can run or fly.
Yeah, no, that's a little gnarly, huh? You can zoom in, you can check them out. Hey, tell me all about them.
I want to see the innocent Skaven model. Before it gets
it was destroyed. Yeah. You can go and you can watch your cinematics. So, I'll show the first one here, first cinematic, to give you a sense of what the cinematics look like, and also kind of set up what the story is here. So I'll let this play. Because Gabriel is the protagonist. Gabriel Belmont is the protagonist.
That's him.
The first Belmont in this tale that we need to worry about. And that's Gabriel, and that's Maria Murray, I think. That's his lady love. So Castlevania Lords of Shadow on the consoles.
Speaking of love,
starts with she's dead.
Okay.
And he's distraught, and he goes off to kind of his whole mission in that game. He wants to bring her back to life.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this is before. Right now, what you're seeing is before the first. That Lords of Shadow, and she's like, I feel something in my tummy.
She knows.
And what she
feels
woman's
intuition
in her tummy is Trevor Belmont.
Okay.
Gabriel's son. And
but this game is not a prequel, right?
No.
To be clear.
So when I jump into this continue adventure, I am not only skipping Trevor Belmont.
Okay.
I am moving on to Trevor's son, Simon Belmont.
All right.
At this point in my adventure.
But Trevor's also in this game, right?
I haven't seen him yet, but if I go to the chapter select, I finished the prologue. I have not finished this chapter, and I don't know if I finish this chapter if I'll go on and play as Trevor. I thought that's what I heard.
Yeah, I think I've read that you maybe go back and forth.
Yeah.
Maybe in different time periods. I don't know.
I suspect you're not going to play as Gabriel.
Okay.
But here we go. So I am the only thing that I really can say a big knock against this game so far. It gets pretty framey.
Yeah, from what I've seen of it, it was pretty ugly.
But I just got old Simon here, his chain combat cross. They refer to it as Trevor's combat cross, so I don't know if it's the same as Gabriel's combat cross. It does look a little different, but here's the moves. It's kind of got a similar combat system to the console versions. It's Big Brother on the consoles.
Which is weird because it's a 2D game.
It's kind of, it's that 3D locked on a 2D plane. And the combat is a little different. So far it's been a little more brawler-ish. And maybe a little less God of War-ish. So that's the combat there. The other kind of cool thing, or different thing here, you can see these 4 portraits in the corners on the bottom screen. These are actually, the 2 on the top are ghosts I found.
Whoa.
Ghosts! And I can summon them. This lady, she'll take hits for me while she's active, and this dude will like fire off ranged attacks, almost like an option around me when bad guys show up. The kind of weird thing is this lady who takes hits from me, this lady shield, doesn't drain until she takes a hit. So I can kind of leave it on the entire time. At the bottom there, hey, check it out. It's ready to start checking things off your Castlevania list. So
I know that axe.
There you go.
Yes.
There's an axe.
Is that holy water?
It's like oil.
Okay.
So it's fire.
Good enough.
I've got a whip. I've thrown an axe, and I've also eaten a turkey. So
all right.
Simon is back in business. The other thing I don't like about this game, unfortunately, is I hate the sound Simon makes when he takes a hit. He's got this real kind of like whiny. I
need to hear this now.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely take a hit. So Simon's in this castle. There's Dracula, and I'm trying to avenge the death of my parents. Everybody's had a tough time.
Wait,
Trevor's.
So Trevor's dead at this point.
That's what
they're telling you?
Simon's telling me.
Okay.
But I did get the combat cross, so I am that far enough in the story, and that has let me hit these blinky points. You see these?
Yeah.
In the original game, they're called grip points, and that lets me swing around and do stuff. I wasn't able to do that with my leather whip. So the other thing, Brad, I'll show you just before we kind of kick off here. This map, you see these question marks and stuff on the bottom map?
Yes.
I can go in here and actually drag in these little points
Well,
and
what?
say,
Annotation.
and say, yo, grip. That's grip. Which is actually not over there, but I can do that, and I can trash it if I want.
That's cool.
Yeah, so on my map, I've actually probably got some points here where
I want to see your annotations in action. Like I want to see use cases for this feature.
So here they are. These are all ones I've put in, and pretty much 99% of them just say grip. They say grip because I didn't have the whip at that point.
Okay, so this is just like, oh, I know what I'm going to need to get through this part.
Yeah,
I'll mark it so I can remember to go back there later once I get that thing. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Unfortunately, I haven't seen a thing that's just like I want to pull the map all the way back and see what's going on because, as you can see, I'm kind of like running through sections here.
Yeah.
And I am a little lost, and maybe I'm just because I haven't realized the scope of the game yet. I'm not really 100% sure what I should be doing now. And here's my weapon stuff. You can see combat cross. Oh, so it's only the remains of the original combat cross. I want to meet this guy, Ronaldo
Gandolfi.
Yeah, he's referred to throughout the entire series as like master craftsman, who's made. He's part of the order who made this combat cross. But shall we play?
Yeah.
All right. So that's kind of the setup. Right now I'm in this library. I've activated this one book. There's actually another book that's activated, and I think I need to find a third one. And these books are attacking me.
Yeah, villainous books.
Yeah. So you can see I am kind of locked on this 2D plane. I'm never gonna go into the background, or I'm just left and right and jump.
Sure. Yeah, I mean like Symphony of the Night and the DS games, kind of the clear inspiration here.
Yes,
right?
but this is not those games, and you will hate it probably if you think it's those games.
If that's what you're coming for.
Yeah, if that's what
that map is pretty deceptive then, because you see that map and that's the first thing you think of.
Well, right, but maybe you might find some kind of semblance to those games, but having played a few of those games, Symphony of the Night, and a couple of the portable games, I'm not getting that same vibe. This is more similar to the console version of Lords of Shadow, even though it is 2D and has a map. Let me just go up here.
Can you get up there?
Yeah, I should be able to get up there. Hold on. But you can see already. You can see where the frame rate
is dicey.
Is kind of struggling even before anything's going on.
And this is in 2D, right?
Yeah. Yes, this is in 2D on my system. So is there anything up here? Yeah, I am kind of, like I said, just kind of figuring out where I need to go in this library, because you see those little monster faces on the map?
Yep.
Those are portals, and I can use those to actually fast travel to other areas on the map. So I didn't have to come back to this library. This is not the, that's the other book I activated. This is not the, whatchamacallit, the only path to take. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But I'll go up to those monster faces and we'll take a look in there. This is, analog stick and the buttons, and then the D-pad changes shortcuts to those ghosts and weapon select. But so far, I'm not hating it. I know the demo came out and there was a lot of kind of negative reaction to the demo.
Yeah, people were harsh on that demo.
Yeah, and I didn't play the demo, so I'm not 100% sure what that was all about.
Whoa!
Yeah. The swing mechanic's pretty good in here. It's fun in 2D to swing around.
Yeah.
I think this was just a collectible. I do just kind of have to get back over there, so bear with me while I navigate my way through. There's it's all auto save, so I couldn't kind of queue up a moment and then go back to it. So we are just kind of right where I am in the game. Wow. It's up here.
Save management in preparing for a quick look really is a fine art,
Yeah.
Some games make it pretty tough.
Yeah. This one was a little tougher, especially because it's all saved on the cart.
Right.
I can't just so these are those.
Whoa.
Yeah. Right? So we can just jump in here and try these are health and magic fountains. We can just try and continue the game and just move on.
I don't know if we're gonna see a cutscene with this dude, but I can't say that I'm loving their Simon design.
So the Simon in this game, and I don't know, I'm
super weird looking.
No, this is all new code.
He looks like a.
He's a barbarian.
Yeah, well, yeah, and up close he looks like a red-headed wolf man.
Yeah, we might see a cutscene. I don't know. If not, before we end, I'll go to the cinematics view again.
I like that hop though. I like your whip repelling.
That's oh, the book! I found it.
Oh, great!
I'm so good at this game. Whoever.
Wait.
Oh shit.
I was almost done. Whoever reads every word, something.
Whoever.
Was that even a puzzle to solve? Or
well, it's the third book I needed to find in this.
Oh, but there's no like word
puzzle.
God,
yeah, you can see it even looks worse on the TV here. The frames.
Yeah, this is not. Ugh.
On the screen here, on the little screen, I wasn't noticing it as much, but here I'm having a tough time. So I'll pop one of these ghosts and we can kind of see what's going on with them. Here's my I'll just cover your back guy.
It's like a turret on your back.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, this doesn't look super fun to play.
Well, that's why I think the combat doesn't have nearly the kind of timing and finesse that the console version had. Oh, jeez, I'm not doing too well.
Are there even other weapons to equip, or is it just you've got the combat cross and that's it?
Got the combat cross, but I do have that axe and that, you know.
But you know, like most of the.
I don't have a sword.
Most of the portable Castlevanias, they're like kind of mini RPGs.
Yeah,
you know?
Again, none
of that.
Not seeing that. Well, not yet. I mean, I don't know for sure. But
I'm sure that.
I kind of doubt it.
4 hours in, you would know about that by now.
I don't know how long this game is either. Here's kind of the scrolls. This was kind of again in the other console Castlevania, but now that I've opened that book, let's see if we have opened another passage. So you can see on that map that red arrow in the upper right. That's the exit. There's even a whatchamacallit, you can see the. Oh, my brain! It's too early in the morning. What's that called? The key?
Yes. The legend.
The legend there up in the upper left. So that is kind of my objective. So they do give you a little like you should probably head this way. But I did start going back and start getting collectibles already once I got the combat cross to all those question marks I had to see if I can find anything because there are health upgrades and stuff. Should I just jump down? Let's just jump down.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
nicely done.
Yeah, thank you. See if we can get upstairs now. Oh, well that's good. Enemies don't necessarily respawn until you re-enter an area, so it's good that enemies are spawning here. I don't really have much health though, so I'm gonna put Lady on. She'll take some hits for me. I suspect I need to get rid of these books first.
Level up. Oh, it's not one of those games that restores all your health when you level up.
If you find a health level up, you'll get your health back.
Oh, that looks like health. Oh,
jeez.
What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, was that a hunchback?
That was a, yes.
Those guys like hop around?
They're more like goblins.
Oh.
I just want to pop this dude in the air.
Oh, these guys can block and everything? Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about. I don't know that this style of combat necessarily works very well in 2D.
Yeah, it's and especially because it's not so fluid here.
Yeah. The frame rate's not helping.
There are timed counters. Oh, just get away. When you see them glow occasionally, that means that they're unblockable. And when they glow like that, it means I can grab them, and that's usually just like kind of God of War-ish.
Broke his back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, tough, right?
Almost there.
Let's axe that dude. All right, who's left? Anybody? Oh, don't give me a grip point. What up, grip? Where do you want me to go? Where do you want? I can go up there.
Yeah.
Or I can go over here. Should we go to the left?
I say go right and then left.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It's something glowy up there.
I bet there might be some
looks
health.
like health.
Oh, you think that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I still haven't been able to consistently recognize what's a health fountain versus a I've been this way already. A health fountain versus a magic fountain. I'm sure they're different colors. I cannot see them that well. One's probably yellow, one's probably green or something. Let's see what's up in here.
All right. It's not a... Well, whatever. I don't want to harsh on your buzz too much, but I don't feel like it's a great looking game.
It looks like a PlayStation game.
Yes, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like everything is a little mushy looking. Like there's not a lot of... I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, it's that weird swimmy.
Yes.
Like I think you said swimmy vertices.
Yeah. You mean like PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything looks like it's just sort of like wiggling around a little bit. There's not a lot of definition. To the characters.
And it's a little muddy.
Yeah.
So that's my magic's gone up. That's pretty cool. That said, I'm still kind of, it hasn't been hard.
Not hating it.
Well, because it's not hard.
Okay.
Not yet, at least. If this game got difficult, I'd probably put it down.
Never play it again.
Because it's not set up to be difficult. Like this stuff is just too. The frame rate's not there for it to have any kind of precision.
Yeah. I feel like they should have maybe gone with a more stylized kind of visual treatment.
Like more like those cutscenes?
Well, like when you're working in a resolution this low, like look how much detail they try to pack into his character, like the ornamentation on his outfit and stuff, but when this resolution's this low, you can't depict that kind of detail.
Right.
It just looks like a mess.
I wonder how much of it is like, did they try to reuse any assets from the console versions?
Right. Or they at least, carried the art style over.
Let's check out what's down here, because there's a question mark.
I wonder, whoa.
Hey.
Is that good?
Yeah, sure. I haven't figured out a way to get to the beach area without going back to the main menu, which kind of stinks. But that might be a very particular Vinny case who just wants to read the origin of a goblin. This series could be cool.
Yeah, you think? Well, they are making a new console game, so we'll see how that goes.
This part's really fun. The swingy parts are fun. The parts where there's multiple points to swing from feel good, but it does have some God of War roots, and like it's a little more God of War than Castlevania, in my very humble opinion.
It's too bad that they didn't rescue Igarashi from whatever like mobile game hell he's in.
I don't know.
Bring him back for a new one of these portable ones. Like they were definitely laying them on a little thick there for a while. You had like 3 DS Castlevanias in the space of like 3 years.
And I'm somebody who appreciates kind of a cohesive narrative, and that stuff just went.
Oh yeah, you're right. The stories in those things were
pun intended, batshit insane.
Yeah, like completely throwaway.
Like traveling through disappearing castles, and like they even stopped. Were there cyborg Belmonts at some point?
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised. But like it got away from the Belmonts.
Yeah. You had like Soma Cruz and all these weird characters, and like they introduced like 18 characters with every new game. It was just like, this is way too much.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that.
But the gameplay was fantastic.
Yeah, but this game probably could use a reboot, like just kind of get the fiction back in line, if that matters to anyone except for me. There are definitely crowds out there who would say, video game, who cares?
Well, I mean, it's a cool setting though, like you were saying with the console game.
Yeah, I kind of like the console game's tone. But you can kind of see here, I'm not playing a very finesse-driven combat situation. Oh, get over there, whip that dude. Break werewolf's back. The main werewolf dude in the original game's name is Cornell. I think that's such a great name.
Cornell the werewolf?
Yeah. The master werewolf. I'll see if I can show you like in its big brother, it has a... Oh, sorry. Finger fell off the button here. A counter like that, but it's like, hey, this guy's going to be stunned for a second if you time it right, but it just always looks like the frame rate just died every time I do it. Alright, it's taking a little long, so I'm gonna pop this guy and let's get my buddy out here.
Whoa!
Oh,
it's bigger this time.
Oh, the camera's in a little closer.
Zoomed in.
But again, it's kind of cool because you can keep them out and they don't drain until they're activated.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Which just surprised me because in the Castlevania Lords of Shadow on the consoles, anytime you used any of your magic stuff, it would drain immediately. Like this room, you're right. Like this room, it's almost hard to pick out on the eyes what's going on. It's a little bit better on the little screen here. It does look a little nicer.
Yeah, looking over your shoulder, it looks a little bit better.
Yeah, it's not as super jagged up. And again, putting the 3D on this game actually is okay.
Yeah.
Like, it looks okay. This is my buddy here, so we might get a cutscene. Or not. This is not. This is obviously a cutscene, but there is a different style of cinematic like you saw in the first one.
I just noticed the giant demon face on his gut.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
You know, he likes to keep his enemies close. Whoa, Jesus! Okay, am I not? Okay, don't jump. Got it. It's kind of figuring it out. I assume I have to hit those things at some point.
Maybe.
No? Alright, just a little fun.
Little obstacle course.
Yeah, it's like Fusion Frenzy. Sure. I kind of had to fight a boss already that was like this.
Huh.
I had one of these similar.
Oh.
I'm fucking tired. Frame rate. Real tired.
Running out of frames.
Hey, how about this? That's a pretty scary looking thing to come at you. This is kind of dopey. Oh, jeez!
Oh no!
Oh, is every time I hit one,
yeah, I think
oh no. It is getting faster.
Oh no.
I will say the input is mostly my fault and not the game so much, but there is a little bit of delay on that jump.
Yeah.
So you do have to kind of get ahead of it a bit.
Control's a little clunky.
No, I don't want to say that.
Say it. Say it.
I just want something to blame my poor performance on.
Whatever caffeine you've already had will have to suffice.
That's right. What I wouldn't give for some caffeine gum.
Should get some of that caffeinated soda.
Oh, wait, we're not going this way yet?
No, no.
It took too long!
Oh my god!
It took too long!
Oh no. Oh man.
Jesus.
This is going really bad.
I'm like in this huge diminishing returns.
Oh god.
Alright, let's get it back together, dude. Oh man!
I will not fault you if you want to call it here.
No, I'm gonna make it. I don't even know what the end goal is here. Am I winding something?
I don't know. This is not looking good.
I want to try this one more time and then we'll call it. Because the checkpoint stuff is actually pretty good. That was terrible. That's all my fault.
All right.
That's all me.
That's good of you.
Let's try this again. I wonder if I put her on. I wonder if she would block any.
You can't whip those things, right?
I don't think so. I don't. That would seem way too easy. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee during this unskippable cutscene. Oh jeez, get moving. Go Caravella, go. You know, I also am not. I also just do not really like the 3DS D-pad that much.
Really?
It's a little mushy for me. Oh, I'm sorry, not the D-pad, the analog stick.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, I actually think that thing's...
Yeah,
I like the tension on it. I like the... It kind of returns to neutral really easily.
That's
you know
true, but I like a stick better.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, this is more of a slide than a push,
Yeah,
or
definitely.
you know, if that makes any sense at all. Look at that orb! Yeah, I mean, you watch this on this TV, it's not doing it any help.
No favors.
Yeah, no favors. Oh.
Skull, goat, bat head.
Yeah, you're picking up a pattern here.
The tentacle guy.
I mean, I assume I just have to make it through this.
I guess, yeah. It's just weird how it reverses back and forth.
I think it's only when I fuck it up and get hit.
Yeah. Because there was a second cutscene that triggered before, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it seems like you just have to keep going long enough.
Sometimes he walks when I want him to run. That's not.
You gotta walk before you can.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Just
stop. Just stop. Just
okay,
stop.
There you go. No!
Go away.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, you got this. Just remember to lead your jumps a little bit.
Yeah, a
There
lot.
You go.
Because he jumps like half the screen.
Yeah. I have faith in you.
I kind of just have to make sure I rewind. Oh, I didn't. I did not. This is where it just gets totally bad.
There it is.
Okay.
You got this.
My hands, I think, are also too big for a 3DS.
Yeah, I've been thinking about trading up to an XL lately. I don't know. I don't quite know if it's worth it.
All right, we're gonna do this again this way. Whew. Yeah, I hear you, Simon. There you go.
Thanks for giving us a good up close cinematic look at him breathing really hard.
There you go. So these are more of the
Wolfman Simon.
Yeah.
Don't come any closer. You helped me once before, and now you do so again. Why? Who are you?
That isn't important right now.
Alucard.
That weapon you are carrying. How did you come upon it?
There is a presence in the castle that guides me.
Okay.
It took me
I don't mind these cutscenes so much. I think it's just the mouths that move.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that
use it
kind of bugs me out.
Yeah. I actually sort of like the style. It's like a quasi cell shading effect. Kind of looks neat.
Your mother die.
My father came to this castle many years ago when I was but a child. He came to destroy the evil that lives here. He never.
That's just that doesn't. Look at that dude and does not scream Simon Belmont to me.
Soon after, Dracula attacked.
Call me old-fashioned.
Dracula!
Stronghold with his legions. None survived. My mother was killed trying to keep me safe.
I see. So now you plan to face the Prince of Darkness alone. Your father was one of the greatest Brotherhood warriors that ever lived, yet he could not defeat Dracula.
He was a Jedi.
What makes you think that you can?
Did you know my father?
Oh shit! What? Nothing.
Answer me. Did you know my father?
Ah! So you think that's Trevor?
Yes, I promise.
You think it's the end of the
You shall
chapter?
not stand alone against him.
Wait a minute. It couldn't be.
I don't know. Or is that Alucard? I don't know much about this game.
Huh.
He's a little spry for his dad, but
Yeah.
times are different. They maybe had him when he was like 14.
It's crazy to think that they're making that new console game, you know?
Yeah.
It seems crazy to me that they are burning the Trevor and Simon storyline on this kind of dinky portable game.
Maybe I don't know where
Unless
this.
maybe
I don't know
they'll
where it
they'll be in the next one too.
The DLC for the main console game reveals a lot of story beats that I would have thought would have been in the main
Sequel,
game.
yeah.
So check this out. This is actually my favorite part, and then we'll end it of this lady ghost I have so far. You see that steam trap up there? Just put her on. And just like
don't even worry about it.
Whatever.
Go.
Yeah, she just takes the hit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And
So
those ghosts just recharge.
it's
over
just
time?
magic. It's just the magic meter. I bet they're gonna have to fight a dude. But I'll probably keep going. I kind of.
You're pretty invested in the fiction.
In the fiction, yeah. You know, whatever. I know it's gonna be dumb to some people, but it's kind of interesting. Here's a little chest, and like you know, what I'm saying like this is more God of War than Castlevania. Check this out.
Oh man.
What?
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 All right, I've seen enough.
All right, should we end it here?
I think, yeah.
This is out now. I don't know when the Lords of Shadow 2 proper is out, but
Yeah, I wonder. It's been
kind of excited for it.
Was it 2 years ago? The Lords of Shadow came out. That was 2010, right?
I just finished it, so
I think it was 2010.
I know I kind of want more out of the game.
2011.
But that game's got to be different than the first one.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Based on the insane revelations at the end of that first game.
Well, more in the DLC.
Sure.
And yes, and some stuff in the.
So yeah, maybe this is a setup for whatever will happen. And
yeah.
I was trying to remember when it came out because I'm trying to intuit whether the new one would be out this year or not. Like, kind of has to be, right? I would think. Like,
Yeah.
It can't be a next gen game. I would assume.
I don't know. It'd be kind of awesome if it were.
Well, it seems like they've probably been working on it since the last one. So that would have been too early to start on a next-gen game, unless they like switched halfway through. Who knows?
Whoops. You take care of that.
All will be revealed.
Check this out. This is fun. I can now crank this because I got got my back. Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, I died.
Great. All right. Mirror of Fate.
Mirror of Fate out now. You see it here. I will say it does look a little better on the small screen here. So
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
It's not holding up that great on the TV.
Yeah.
Brad, if you want to just look over here, you can kind of confirm that it's a little tighter
I'll
on there.
vouch. It does look sharper on the 3DS.
Yeah, but you know, it is that kind of jaggy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna probably play through more of it. Maybe I'll talk about it more on the podcast at some point. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, thank you.
Pop.
Boom.
Like that.